Yeah. Hello, welcome to SEGA. I'm Dana, one of the volunteers at the school, and today we wanted to bring these girls in here to talk to all of you about some of the different programs and activities we have at SEGA. Mostly, I think, the library, and then any questions you all have for these wonderful students we have. They're happy to answer any questions.
And my name is Claire. I'm a new volunteer. I'm from Ireland, and I'm teaching pre-form English fluency. And Victoria here is one of my students.
So do you girls want to introduce yourselves to everyone?
Yes.
So maybe you can start.
My name is Tunku Frank. I come from Teresa. Yeah, I'm here at SEGA just for one year. So I love SEGA and I like SEGA.
My name is Victoria Rowland. I come from Dodoma. I am in the pre-form 1 at SEGA. I am 12 years old. I like to study here at SEGA and I love all teachers.
My name is Nchambi Doto. I'm coming from Morogoro. I'm here at SEGA. I'm in Form 2 and I'm having 16 years old, and I love so much to be here at SEGA.
My name is Janet Msuya. I come from Morogoro, Tanzania, and I'm Form 3 and I have 16 years old. I'm so excited to be at SEGA and I love SEGA.
Thank you, girls. And we might have one more student come to join us. She's also in Form 3, so she might be coming a bit late. So do you girls want to start talking about the different things that we do in the library?
Yes.
And unfortunately, we are not in the library right now. It does not have the best internet, so we're actually in the teacher's office. But maybe later we can show you all around the library and maybe other rooms of SEGA. Oh, here is actually our other student. She can introduce herself to you first, and then we can start talking about the library. So here's you can introduce yourself.
I'm Sujira Mohamed. I'm in Form 3 class.
How old are you?
I'm 18 years old. And I come from Morogoro.
So do you girls want to start introducing our library? Because I know these girls use the library a lot. All of our students do come in the library. All of our textbooks are there, and we have different storybooks. But all of the students here are in the library at least 2 or 3 times a week. So they know it very well. So do you girls want to start introducing it?
Yes.
Our library started our library was started in June, and it started for the aim of improving students' English in different ways. Example, when they are taking the books, storybooks for reading, they are reading and getting to know different vocabularies from those storybooks. And also, they are becoming good in English pronouncing at the practice of reading those storybooks. And also, it's helpful for those students to know different cultures from different countries. So it is important to us. And it has rules since it has stated that the student should wear the shoes when she is entering the library, and she is not supposed to enter with bags. And also, it has a specific time that it is opening. On school days, it is opening at 3 p.m. until 4:30. It will be closed. So we are following those rules.
And what language do we speak in the library?
Yeah, the language which we're supposed to speak in the library is only English.
A lot of English.
Yes.
And did we have the library? Was it open last year?
Last year, no.
No. So our library at SEGA is very new. It's in this multi-purpose building, and so we just opened it this year. So as Sabira said, it started in January. So it's very new. All of the systems are new. The girls have really gotten used to using it and are in there every single day. It's I hope it's a very good resource for all of you.
Yes. So there are impacts of it after being opened. There are differences between before the library being opened and after.
A lot of differences from last year.
Yes.
So last year, how did you all get your books?
Last year,
Yeah, all of the books that you used for class, it was different than how you get them this year.
yes.
And did you all read storybooks last year? I know Tugu and Nchambi, you were both very new, but for the rest of you, were you able to read storybooks at SEGA last year?
No.
Not as many.
Yes.
Mm. What do you like about all of these new storybooks we get to read? All of you are reading a lot of storybooks.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about some of the books you are reading?
Yes.
Who do you think reads the most storybooks here? Which one of you? Victoria.
Yes.
Even though she is younger than all of you. I think she reads a lot.
Yes.
Victoria, what do you like the most about all of the different storybooks that you read?
Frozen.
Frozen?
Yes.
Like the movie?
Yes.
Oh, and we watched that during movie night, didn't we?
Yes.
So what did you like about the storybook?
I like because some books they teach us how about to help another people.
So did you learn in Frozen how to help other people?
Like when people they bully you, don't be angry, but sometimes you can be angry, but you're supposed to be you're supposed to not be angry. Yes.
Do you remember how in class, so pre-form, they have a reading and library class. And Victoria, do you remember how we were talking about how you can understand storybooks?
Yes.
What were some of the things we talked about? Some of the questions you have to ask yourself.
What? Why? When? How?
So why? Do you remember how we said, why is this storybook important? That's kind of like what you were talking about.
Yes.
So does anyone else have anything they would like to share about the library? Maybe how it has helped you, how it has impacted any of you?
The library have impacted us for many things. First, it have helped us in improvement of English, because when you are reading storybooks, you will find new words. So you must go and find the dictionary, which will help you to get the meaning. And when you are getting the meaning of that word, it is help you, or you will be already get knowledge about that new word. And another, it is about sources of information, because in our library we have different source of information like computer, and books also as a source of information. So when we are reading, it helps us to get many things about what is happening to other people, or it's teaching us how life goes also.
You learn a lot of resources that I know in Tommy again you are new, but we did not have last year.
Yes.
Like the computers when in Chami and Tuku. Now, remember when you took your mock NECTA, so your national exams?
Yes.
Yes.
What did you girls or some students in your class looked up on the internet in the library? Do you remember?
Yes.
Different past papers, right?
Yes.
So it helps you with that too. What else do you think? Has it helped anyone else in different ways?
Even to get some materials when you are in the classroom, you do not understand. Maybe the teacher can come to the library and take the book, and then you go to read maybe geography, maybe history, and read maybe you understand and go on with your studies.
Amazing. I know you all use the library a lot. And what about, like, sometimes I see, even though, like, Subir and Jeanette, you are in Form 3, but sometimes you take books that are in Form 2. Why does that help you?
It helped me to revise the past things which I already read. So when I read it, it helped me to know what happened and to revise myself in that book. Maybe I take a biology book. So when I'm going to read it, I know, wow, this, I remember it. It is maybe, I get a definition of it, and it helped me.
Very good. So do you guys have more things that you want to share about the library?
Yes.
What? We have questions from many people who are listening to you. So if you have more to share, you can just share whatever else you want about the library. So anything about how it has impacted you, or even different storybooks that you like, or if there are different things that you like, different kinds of books you like in the library. What else is in there that helps you? Things that are like maybe things that you want to see in the library that maybe we do not have right now that we can work on getting for you. Victoria, do you remember last week we played some games in the art room?
Yes.
What games did we play that were in the library?
I think you were playing Scrabble, weren't you? You were making words with letters.
Yes, and you what Sudoku?
Sudoku.
Yes.
Yeah. So we also have a lot of games in the library, which is fun. And Victoria, do you also remember the first week Madame Claire was here? You were working on putting together a puzzle,
Yes.
and you had to put the pieces together.
Yes.
So we have a few puzzles and different games in the library. So Claire was starting to work on some puzzles with her pre-form class. Was that easy or was it difficult?
Mm.
It was easy?
Yes.
Was it?
I thought it was very difficult. So it'd be great if we maybe, I was looking to get some smaller puzzles, because the puzzles we were working on were 600 pieces and we didn't have a picture. So it was quite difficult, but the girls did very well.
What is the best thing for you volunteers about working in the library? Because you put a lot of time and energy into the library. The library might not exist if it weren't for Dana. What do you get out of working in the library?
My favorite thing is when I see these girls taking out different storybooks that I read when I was a kid, or even different storybooks that I've read when I was in high school or that I'm reading now, and seeing what they learn from it. Like Victoria, you always come into the library and tell me about the books you're reading, what they were about, what happened, and it makes me so excited to see that you're understanding the book and you're enjoying it, and that you're starting to enjoy reading. Because I know many people here do not read storybooks, but you girls have really learned to love storybooks, and that makes me very happy and excited. And I was seeing when you read Harry Potter, and you were so excited to tell us about it, and you finished the entire series. I could not believe that you read some of those books in less than a week. That was incredible. For reading a storybook in a language that is not your native language, it makes me feel so good that you girls work so hard in understanding these things.
Because I like so much to read in English, that's why I'm reading too much storybooks.
You do.
What's the hardest thing about volunteering in the library?
Do you guys know what that might be? What do I talk to you about every day at morning assembly?
About roasting the books
Uh-huh.
to the volunteer.
Yeah, sometimes it makes me very sad, sometimes a little bit angry. Sometimes we return books late, sometimes we do lose them. Sometimes, do you remember when you were out, Madame Katelyeva, she had fixed all of those books.
Yes.
Did you see some of the ones she put new covers on?
Yes.
And they're so nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's difficult for us to keep the books in good condition. We are working on that, but sometimes it is difficult. Sometimes we are not the most responsible, but we are learning. This is the first time. Did any of you have a library in your other schools that you went to?
Yes.
Oh, you did? Yes. Did you go to school in Dar es Salaam?
No, I was studying at Tanga.
Oh, so you had a library. And tell me, did you have a library?
Us was having, but it doesn't have many storybooks like here SEGA. And some days they were not open, so it was difficult to me to get a lot of books to read. But here at SEGA, at any time you want a book, you get. So that is why I love this school, and it's why I love to read storybooks.
Very good. So for some of you, you are still learning how to use the library, so we are still getting all of those rules together.
Yes.
And Claire, you use the library a lot still.
Yeah, I love the library. My mom always used to read to me when I was a child, so that's why I started loving reading. And for example, Harry Potter is my favorite book, so we have to talk about Harry Potter because I love it. And it's great for girls' vocabulary, for their pronunciation. When they're there and they're trying to spell out a word, it really helps them. And it's a great way to learn English as well.
This is Subira, Jeanette, and Victoria. Do you remember when me and Madame Veronica had combined classes for you?
Yes.
You remember the first one that we had where we were reading storybooks?
Yes.
What did you girls do during that class? Because we took a ton of storybooks from the library for you. Do you remember?
Yes, I remember that we were taking the books from the library and having with mixing of Form 3 students and 3 Form 1 students. And that was aimed at us Form 3 to read that book, and after reading, if there is difficult vocabularies to those who are 3 Form 1, we need to explain to them. So we are reading, and after reading, explain to those young girls and to tell them about those difficult vocabularies to them. And it was so great. We are so happy and enjoying those periods that our young sisters are understanding and getting new vocabularies from those books in the libraries.
Victoria, do you remember that?
Yes, I
Did it help you to read the stories out loud to your older sisters in Form 3?
Yes.
You do. That was good. I remember we had them go to the library, pick out books, and then they sat in different groups, and all of these students in Form 3 were helping them with their pronunciation. It was a very nice exercise.
Yes.
So what else? Do you girls want to start answering some questions for the people who are listening to all of you?
Yes.
Okay, let me see. So the first one comes from, and I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing any of your names correctly. This is from Hayden King, who asks, what are some of your favorite books to read? So I know, Victoria, you already said that your favorite is Frozen.
Yes.
But for the rest of you, do you have any other favorite storybooks?
Yes.
What are they?
In Macedonia, my favorite storybook is Wonder.
Why did you like the book Wonder?
Why? I like Wonder because it has some impact which, example, when I read in the page which because it is all about the young boy who was informed with So he had a difficult time to spend with his fellow children at the schools and out of their own, because he was lonely all the time, because the other children, other boys were going apart from him because his face is unformed. But he was strong and he didn't give up, maybe to say, "Mother, I'm not going again at school anymore because people are laughing at me," or "I'm tired with people laughing, with people to laugh to me." But he was strong and he said, "Okay, I need to overcome these challenges and I need to make sure that I reach there where I want to be, even if I'm facing with different challenges like that, and people to laugh at him and to go apart from him. They don't want to be friends with him." And it also was good to me because I learned that even someone has an unformed face or any disability, we are not allowed to chase him or her out from our homes, but we need to be with him close in order to make him happy, to make him feel good as others.
This is a very good lesson to learn. This is why it makes me very happy working in the library, to see how students pick up on these messages. Who else has a favorite book that they want to share? It's okay if you don't. You girls read so many storybooks. Let's see, we can go to the next. Oh, who remembers Madam Nancy?
Wow.
Madam Nancy is listening to you.
Wow.
She says, "Hi girls." She wants to greet all of you, so she is watching you and hearing what you have learned.
Hi, Madam.
A woman named Amanda Opinski says, "Hi girls, so nice to see you all." So everyone is very happy to see all of you and your smiling, beautiful faces. Another woman, Cheryl, says, "Hi, your English is so good. It is so great to see you."
Thank you.
Oh, Victoria, this is a good question for you. That same woman, Cheryl, wants to know if you prefer the book or the movie Frozen. Since you have read the book and you have seen the movie, which one do you like better?
Another bit. I like story.
You liked the story better than the movie?
Yes,
Oh, why do you like the story better?
because when I study, I see word which I don't understand. I can use dictionary to find. When I see a movie, I can't hear which word I didn't understand, because sometimes there are a lot of words which I didn't understand, so it is difficult to make out.
Sometimes it is difficult to see the words. So when you read books and you do not understand the words, I know you look them up in a dictionary, but do you write them down and keep a list of them?
Yes.
You do. Wow. That's very good. So you are learning a lot. What about, has anyone else read the book Frozen in the library?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
So what do you think? Did you like the book or the movie better? We saw the movie a long time ago, I know. I cannot even remember when.
Even myself, I like to read better than to watch. Yeah, I love better to read the book than to watch the movie. Because when I'm reading the book, as how Victoria said, that I see the difficult vocabularies and note them on my notebook, and after that I'm going at the dictionary or other my fellow student and ask for that word, what does it mean? And also when I'm reading, I'm practicing in speaking English, pronouncing, and see if I I have good pronouncement, or I needed to practice more and more in order to improve. But when I'm watching, I'm just listening to them and watching them without any practice needed.
So another person, Amanda Opinski, she also wrote, I am so pleased you like your library so much. I also love playing games like Scrabble. It is such a good way to learn new words. So Victoria, that is the game you were playing when you were putting the letters together to make a word, the small square letters. So Cheryl asked again, how long have you each been at SEGA?
In SEGA, I've been at SEGA for 2 years and a half. Because I started in 2012 in June.
And did you come in when you were in standard 7 or
Pre-form
one?
Yes.
Okay, and Jeanette, how long have you been at SEGA?
I've been at SEGA for 2 years.
So did you start as Form 1?
Yes.
Okay. And in Champi?
Me, I've been here SEGA since January this year.
And Victoria? How long have you been? When did you
I've
come
been
to
here
SEGA?
at SEGA since last year, September.
Since last September. And I was just saying to one of the volunteers, all of these students in Victoria's class, their English from when they started last September until now has improved so much. Do you remember when you came here last year, Victoria?
Yes.
And Madam Carolyn was doing art with you,
Yes.
with the frogs?
Yes.
And we could not really understand you girls because you were used to speaking a lot of Swahili. And now you are reading storybooks in English.
Yes.
Very impressive. And Tunku, how long have you been at SEGA?
I've been at SEGA since January.
In January. So you came at the same time as Ntombi.
Yes.
So the next question is from Amanda Opinski, who asked, if there is a kind of book you would want to have more of in the library, what would it be? How many books do you have in your library now? So like what kinds of books would you want? Do you want books like storybooks with pictures in them, like Frozen and about Disney books? Do you want to see more books like Harry Potter with wizards in them? Or I know you like, there are some books with a little bit of romance that some of us like. Books like Wonder that are a coming of age story. Do you girls have any kinds of books you would like to see more of? What happens there for your classes?
Well, I think a lot of the girls liked Matilda, didn't they? So Roald Dahl. I think any book by Roald Dahl is amazing.
They're good books.
Yeah.
Have any of you read? I know we watched the movie.
Yes.
Have any of you read the book Matilda?
No.
Yes,
Oh, you did. Did you like it? So good. I have to show you the other books by the author. He's very good. But so what, are there other books that you girls think you might want? Maybe more, I don't know, more dictionaries,
Maybe more
more
dictionaries.
picture books? What do you think would help you or would you enjoy?
Dictionaries.
Dictionaries.
Yes.
They are very helpful.
yes. And also the storybooks with pictures.
Oh, you read those ones? Sometimes?
Yes.
What other books do we like?
Series.
You like series?
Yes.
The Lion King.
The Lion King?
Yes.
We have like 3. We have a few of the Lion King.
Yes.
I think it's fun.
You think they're funny? Very nice books. So you like series? Have any of you, we have a lot of the Babysitter's Club. Have any of you read the Babysitter's Club?
Yes.
Do you like them?
Yes, I like them.
And the Boxcar Children. Did you start to read those?
Yes.
Yes.
Books.
You like those.
Yes.
Oh, and Jeanette, what's about you? What kind of books do you like?
I like Wonder.
You love Wonder.
Yes.
So coming of age stories. I
Yes.
cried when I read that book.
Even me.
Anything?
Yeah, if you girls want to ask questions.
You could ask Hayden. Hayden's your age. Ask him a question.
Peyton, he asked was the first question. He asked, what are some of your favorite books to read? So maybe he likes to read books also.
He's studying.
You could ask a question. Ask him if he studies.
Maybe.
Me, madam.
Sure, you can ask.
Me, I want to ask you about what are the things which you like to do after doing your work. For example, I've already finished doing work, and what are the things which you like to do?
Good question. Okay, so Peyton, in case you did not hear that, Nchambi wants to know what kind of things you like to do in your free time. So when you are not in school, right?
Yes.
And when you are not studying, what kinds of things do you like to do? That is a very good question. Maybe he likes to do some things that are different.
I want to ask you about what is your favorite sports and what is your favorite books, storybooks which you like to read?
So that was another question, I think, for Peyton. So favorite sports and favorite storybooks. Very good question.
But if Peyton's no longer there, Amanda or Cheryl or
For any of you,
any of them.
you can answer those questions. And Amanda, we did not answer the second part of your question. How many books are in our library? We have hundreds. I don't know an exact number. Maybe we can show you the library. The internet is not great in there, so I'm worried the connection will break out. But we have a lot of books. We can always use more. So another question from Heidi Kane is, do you like the books, The Chronicles of Narnia? I think Madam Claire likes those books. I don't know if we actually have those books in the library.
Yes.
We do?
Yes.
Oh.
Have you read them?
Yes, I've read them.
Oh.
Like this new series.
So Tumbu said you have read one of the Chronicles of Narnia?
Yes.
Oh, and
Do you
really
remember which book? Was it The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? No. Those would be great.
Those would be good. So you would like to see some of those in the library.
Yes.
That is good to know. I have actually not read them. I've just seen the movie.
They're good.
Okay, they're good. All right, if we get some for the library, I will read them. Oh, you have a question for Madam Nancy? Okay, Madam Nancy, this one is for you.
Do you still reading storybooks, or maybe do you have library for your son or sons of your daughter?
So if she still likes to read, if Madam Nancy still likes to read storybooks
Yes.
to all of her family?
Yeah. Or if she has a library just for her family.
Oh, or if she has a library. That's a very good question. I will let you know when she responds. So Peyton responded to your questions to him. He said he loves video games and his favorite sport is soccer, which in America we call football soccer. It's very strange. And he likes Taekwondo. Do any of you know what Taekwondo is? Taekwondo is kind of like karate, like martial arts. Like, do you remember when Kingo came for open day and they were doing those skits? It is like that.
Yeah.
And he says he also loves books. So he is he's just like you, but he likes to do some different things. Which of you like to play football?
I like to play, yes.
Yeah. Victoria, did you have a match yesterday?
Yes, but I didn't play.
Oh, you did not play.
Yeah, but yesterday we had match from 3 and from 1.
Oh.
And there was a keeper.
You were the goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper, yes.
Jeanette, did you play?
No.
Oh, you did not play. Did you win or did you lose?
What? We didn't win, and the other part also didn't win.
Oh, you had to cut your game short.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yes.
Victoria, who won yesterday in the game between Pre-Form 1 and Form 1?
Form 1.
Form 1.
Yes, there were 2 boys and we had 1 boy.
Oh, that is still very good, though. Okay, so our next question comes from Annabelle Boothers, and again, I apologize if I'm saying your name incorrectly. And she says, "Hi, you girls are incredible, and your library sounds wonderful. Have books ever inspired you to write your own stories?"
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
we have our own story.
you do? You
Yes.
write stories?
Yes.
Wow.
Jeanette, what kind of stories do you like to write?
Right? It's about how the life of the community is, like how people live, maybe with their families, and also like love. Also love, I keep it in the book. Maybe 2 people, they love each other, like something like that.
Wow.
Oh, that sounds like a very nice story.
Anybody else? Do you want to tell us about your stories?
Yes. My story is all about the strongest girl. The girl who is strong and hardworking in everything. And she does not like to give up in anything.
Sounds like a very good story.
I would like to read it. I would like to read all your stories.
I know.
It sounds so good.
Okay.
Victoria, is this going to inspire you hearing that all of your older sisters, some of them are writing stories? Do either of you, Tumquin and Chami, write stories? It's okay if you do not. No, I'm just curious. Oh, this is a good question. This comes from Julie. She says, "What book made you cry?"
Wanda.
Yeah. I did too. I cried a lot. Was it what parts of Wonder made you cry? What part?
Me, when the fellow student laughed at him, so I was crying at school.
I think I cried at the end.
Me, the part which made me to cry, it was I don't know which holiday, I don't know, Halloween. It was a party. Halloween, I don't know.
Oh, on Halloween.
Yeah, and then Jack, it is Jack.
Yes.
He was this August. He was where Max and Jackie, they were all where Max, so they could not see if August was there. And Jackie started to talk bad words for him, so that made me feel bad on my side.
Very sad. Okay, so now what books? This is also from Julie. What book made you laugh out loud?
Book.
Yeah, you know how when we watch movies, sometimes all of you start laughing very loudly? Have you ever been reading a book and just started to laugh because it was so funny?
Yes.
So what books?
The book Matilda.
Well, that was a movie. But what about any storybooks you have read? Did you not cry in Harry Potter when someone died in book 6?
Yes.
Oh, I cried.
That was very sad.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cry now.
So, any books that have made you laugh? What about? Remember when we read The Cat in the Hat in class? Was that funny?
Yes.
That was very funny. By Dr. Seuss. I'm trying to think of any other storybooks that you all. Cleopatra.
Yeah, Cleopatra. When Cleopatra escaped from her country to because it was the first storybook which I've read. So long time, but there is a part which made me laugh out loud. And from that.
Anyone else? Any really funny books? I'm trying to think. I know all of the books you have read. I'm trying to think if there are others.
When Harry Potter, there's the place which made me laugh.
Oh. Okay. So there's the next question. Do you guys remember Clark?
Yes.
Victoria, do you remember Clark? He came last year. Remember?
Yes,
It was
yes.
around November.
Yes.
He was so nice. He brought you Halloween.
Yes.
So he wants to know. So tomorrow is International Day of the Girl.
Okay.
So celebrating all of you, all around the world.
Everybody.
Every girl.
Every girl.
So what else are we doing to celebrate? Maybe a morning talk on Monday. I know it.
Yes.
I didn't know either.
Ask Madam.
We'll do a morning talk.
Yes, morning talk.
About why girls are so important.
Yes.
Why you are also important in our world.
Yes.
Why we have SEGA and we are educating all of you.
Yes.
Why is it important? Why are you at SEGA?
Because I need to be somebody somewhere there after studying, learning, and gaining different skills from here.
So SEGA is going to help you with all of your dreams, maybe.
Yes. Yes.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What do you all love reading the most? Like, what do you love most about reading? So, for example, for me, I love reading a book, and in my mind, I can see the pictures. So it is like a movie in my mind. And if I am sad, if I read a book, I feel better. Is it the same for you? What do you love most about reading?
For me, it's like you, because when I'm reading and watching those pictures, I feel like I'm watching a movie. So it makes me feel something. And when I'm reading also, maybe sometimes I've done a lot of work and I'm tired. I'm going to rest when I'm taking that book and start reading. I will feel okay. And maybe I'm stressed. It also helps me when I'm reading.
Anybody else? Why do you love reading the most?
I love reading because it helps me to refresh my mind when I'm tired, when I have maybe I've done some work. When I'm tired, I come and start to read books, storybooks, and then I go on reading up to I finish and go on with other activities.
Okay, thank you.
I love reading because it helps me to get more knowledge from the book. Sometimes you may find that they mention the person who was having a stress or he was failed in the exam. So she focused, and the day he became or she became when she was knowing. So it helped me to get more knowledge and focus on my exams.
Good. Very nice.
Me, about reading, it helped me to know many things about facing my own problem. For example, if I have a problem, how can I face it? And another thing, it's also improving me in my pronunciation. So that's why I love so much reading.
If I read a story, it would make me to be like when I be alone, it make me to be strong. When I'm tired, when I read a story, I feel better.
So it makes you feel better?
Yes. And also sometimes it helps to to know different cultures from different countries. Example is here we are reading the books from USA, maybe from Italy, different countries. So we get to know these countries, this culture, and their activities are being done in this way.
That is a good reason to read all of those work. That makes me very happy. So our next question comes from Tracy and the Essex Church. They say, hello from the mountains of New York. Do you like to write stories?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Oh, what is your favorite thing to write about?
For me, if I write a story, the best thing to write is about love. Yes, I write so much.
You did morning talk on love, didn't you?
Yes. They told me when I was in Form 1.
You did the same.
Yes.
And you, I know the two of you do write a lot.
Yes.
Maybe we'll have to pick up our essay competition. Let's see, another question, and I'm sorry, I think I pronounced your name incorrectly earlier, but Sherelle Stockman wants to know, when you are not in the library and you are not in school, what do you like to do for fun? So it was kind of like the question that you asked Hayden and Tommy. What do you like to do when you are not studying, you are not in class, and you are just free with your friends? What do you enjoy doing?
For me, what I enjoy doing instead of reading books is drawing. Drawing different kind of picture. That is what I like most.
You are a very amazing artist.
Yes.
Every Sunday you are in the art room.
Yes.
It's the same as Nchambi in myself. I like to draw. At that time when I'm free, I don't have any homework, I don't have any activities, when I just rest on myself, I like to take my sketchbook and start drawing different pictures.
To my side, I like to make fun with my friends because when I see my friend is very sad, I just go and talk to him, we laugh. That is it.
In my side, I like to make stories with my friends, and also even to write a story I love when I was myself. So I started thinking the words of writing and I write.
Victoria,
I like to draw.
you like to draw.
Yes.
You are very good at drawing. Okay, so this is, Sherelle also says that she knows one word in Swahili. You want to know what word she knows?
Yes.
She knows Rafiki. What does Rafiki mean?
Friends.
And she was like, I only know one word, but you know so much English.
Yeah.
Is there another word that you think these people should know in Swahili?
Yes.
Upendo.
Oh, that is a nice word.
Chakula.
You like food, Victoria.
Because without food, I can't live.
Of course. What is your favorite food?
That.
Ugali. That's a good food. Oh, this is a good question. Heidi Kane wants to know, if you could add one thing to the library, what would that be? If you could add one thing and make it the best library it could be, what would you want to add? It's a difficult question.
Yes.
I am trying to think of what I would want to see. More, I think more dictionaries and more storybooks.
Yes.
Would be good to have.
Yes.
Hmm.
It will be more useful.
I know. I like the storybooks. You girls read so much. I know, Victoria, students in your class have been telling me that they're a bit tired of some of the picture books because they have read them all.
Yes.
I think we need more books.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. I think that is all. Maybe more games. I know you do not all play games, but like Victoria, your class plays a lot of games.
Yes.
Do you remember we played Uno?
Yes.
That's card game. That was fun.
Yes.
Uno, that is Madam Claire's favorite game. And Scrabble and those puzzles that were very difficult.
Bingo.
Oh, bingo? You want to play bingo?
Yes.
Have you ever played bingo?
Even us, when we were in grade 1. Yeah, with Madam Miss.
Oh, Madam Nancy, they remember playing bingo with you. Okay, I think this is the last comment. So it is from Amanda Opinski, who says, "This is great. I think this was after we talked about Matilda." She said, "I love Roald Dahl. Maybe Father Christmas could fly over and deliver some more Roald Dahl books to you in his sleigh." Amanda's favorite Roald Dahl book is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which we do have one copy of in the library.
Have you read it?
Oh,
But
you
it
have
is
seen it?
so good.
So good, and it's a movie.
And I'm sure I'm going to read
You should definitely read it, and then maybe we can join the movie out. It's a very funny movie. So those were the last questions that we got. Do you want to show them the art room?
Yes.
Should we show them the art room and maybe the library if the internet is okay?
Yes.
Okay, I can bring my laptop and we can quickly, we only have a few more minutes. So I know Madam Carolyn is in the art room. All right.
Okay, we're going to get up and show them the art room, okay? We can even check, that's all right, for the moment. Victoria, you're in the chair.
Yes. Because
Sure, yeah, you can play that. Do you have it? Look, remember they can still see your face.
oh
Wait, hold it out. Like, they are looking at your shirt, but hold it like this, and they can see our campus. And you can tell them the different things they are seeing. So where are they right now? You can give them.
now
In front of us, there is a the laboratory of chemistry. But now we are entering the art room. This is our art room of SEGA Girls. Yes, when you feel it's we are coming here. It's so wonderful.
Did you introduce them to your art teacher?
Yes.
Your art teacher. Wow.
This is the art teacher. If you need, we need to learn more and to have more skills in drawing, we are coming here and she's teaching us different techniques.
Victoria, is any of your art on the board or on the wall? Is any of your art hanging?
yes.
Where? Do you want to show them some of your art?
Wow.
Wait, can you point to it again, Victoria? So you drew that one. Wow, you drew this?
Right.
my
Wow.
You are a better artist than I am. That is beautiful. Very nice. So you have a lot of good resources in Chambi.
Yes.
How often do you come in? You do not have art class. Victoria has art class 2 times a week. But how often do you come to the art room?
Me, for here I don't have any picture, but
Oh.
how often yes, I'm coming every Sunday. I'm coming here to draw with our madam. She's teaching me because before I've come SEGA, I don't know to draw many things, but I was having such a dream for drawing. But after I come here, Mr. Madam, she helped me. She teach me many things, how to draw, and now I'm improving many things about the drawings.
Does Madam Carolyn have some of your art?
Yes,
She does.
my heart is on me there on the wall.
Your art is on the wall. You want to show? Oh.
Wonderful.
That is a beautiful. Wow. Just like your aunt, you were.
Wow! And the scenes which I'm drawing. But for today, we receive all because the drawing side.
You have so many.
Yes.
Very nice. Should we show them the library now?
Yes.
Yeah, let's show them some of our books.
Now we are going in our library. We have finished about art room.
What is on our right? What is over here?
This is our laboratory, chemistry laboratory.
Do you all take science? Will you all?
They don't have to. But maybe in time. It's there where the students stand. There is class of four students.
What are the Form 4 students doing right now?
Form 4 students right now are doing rehearsal for the graduation.
What is our graduation?
Our graduation is will be on Saturday, 24th of October.
You are welcome.
You are welcome. This is our library. Woo! So amazing.
Welcome to our library. Wow. Look at how many books we have.
These are books about subjects, different, like here history books, here geography books, other subjects. But in this side, there are books. Books.
All of our
You can't.
And did you make the art?
Yes.
When did he come?
Yes. On last